Hello guys, good morning one and all. This is Hanuman Naik and welcome to our channel Smart Study YouTube channel. Okay, thank you guys. So how are you all? I hope you all are fine at your places. And now today we will discuss that problems and the math arithmetic class 6. We will discuss the problems and arithmetic class 6, the level 1 homework problems. Level 1 homework problems. See the guys, the first read the question. You can when you are watching the video, after completion of question, just pause the video, try to answer it. If you are not get the answer, then again start the video, see the solution. Okay, I mean that this is a self test for you. This is the self test for you and your knowledge. Now see that first question guys. The question number 1, the ratio of quantities 2 is to 3 if the consequent of its inverse ratio is 18, then its antecedent is dash. So before that, anyone can tell the answer. For example, here if I write like this, what happened? Yeah, just wait guys. I'll write this side. If anything is there, A and B. If anything A and one more is B, right? So this first A is called an antecedent. A is called what? Antecedent. And B is what? And B is called what? Consequent. This is consequent. Yeah, okay. And this is B is a consequent and this is antecedent. This is what? Antecedent. The first word is antecedent or the first term. This is the first term or antecedent. This is the second term or consequent. So if you know these two things, then your job is okay, good. Now see here, they gave that a question is the what? The answer, they gave that 2 is to 3. They gave that 2 is to 3. And out of that, what is that guys? 2. Can I write here? Can I write here? 2 is an antecedent. Here 2 is equal to what? Yeah, next line I can write that 2 is equal to antecedent. Yes, and my 3 is equal to what? Consequent. My 3 is equal to consequent. Yes, see guys. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Yes. Now see that. Yes, 2 is antecedent and 3 is what guys? Consequent. Here 2 is antecedent and 3 is a consequent. And they are telling that what? They are telling that if the consequent of its inverse is equal to 18, consequent inverse means what? Inverse is nothing but anything. Inverse is nothing but what? 1 by something we have read. Consequent is what? That is 3. Consequent is 3. That is equal to how much they are telling? 18. So can I write in what table it will goes? 3 ones are 3 6 are. Means that when you are finding that, when they gave the consequent and we have to find the antecedent, see that what is the relation between these two words. The relation is 6 are. 3 6 are 18 is comes, means that multiply 2 into 6. 2 into 6, that is equal to how much guys? 12. That is equal to how much? 12. That's your answer. So just see that what is the relation between what they gave the number and the question. See the relation between question and the what is the number. See the relation is what? Into 6. Yes or no? Into 6 is the relation. So here I am multiplying into 6 into first antecedent, that will give the 12. That is my first question answer. Yes, so my first question answer is what? 12. Then see the question number 2. A ratio is the simplest form is what? 5 is to 3. 5 is to 9. Very good. 5 is to 9. Then if its consequent means 9 is equal to 63. 9 is equal to 63. Then antecedent is, what is the relation between 9 and 63? 9 sevens. At what table 63 will comes in 9 table? At what number 63 will comes in 9 table? 7s. So just multiply into 7. 5 into 7, how much, guys? That is 35. That is your option. Now the question number 3. The question number 3 is P, Q, R, S, T. There are 5 consecutive odd numbers. Then their average is whatever may be the numbers. Our job is about sum of the numbers by number of observation. Sum of the observations by number of observations. See that odd numbers means we have to add P plus Q plus R plus T. Up to that, this is only that by 5. But in here into and this 5 and P, I think they gave the fifth option is wrong. I think this is a 5. Sorry, not this is not by whole divided 5. Answer here the option, all options are wrong. The option number 5, you can assume that fifth option is P plus Q plus R plus S plus T by 5. That is your answer. Now next question, fourth question. The question number 4. The average of 6 natural numbers. Average of 6 natural numbers means what? First you have to take that 6 natural numbers first. 6 natural numbers means natural numbers is equal to first 6. Just take that first 6 natural numbers. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Yes, in the second step is what? Add all. 6 plus 4 10. This is 5 plus 5 10 20 21. So finally I got how much? 21. And next step number 3 is what, guys? Step number 3 is natural average. Now we are finding average means sum of observations by number of observations is 6. So in the next step do the simplification. At what table it will goes? 6 ones are and is 6 threes are and 0.3 remains 36 fives are. So your answer is 3.5. That is option number 3. Okay. And next question. Find the average of first 5 prime numbers. So first we have to write the first 5 prime numbers. Right here first 5 prime numbers. Prime numbers is equal to, the prime numbers will start from the 2 even prime number. It's 2 is called even prime number. 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Okay, these are the prime numbers. First 5 prime numbers. Then our next job is what? Add all. Next job is what, guys? Add. Addition of this, how much you will get? 5, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 11, 21, 21 plus 8, 7, 28. 28 by how many? 5. 28 by 5, how much, guys? 5 5s are 25.3, 5 6 are 30. So this is the 5 and 6 is there? No, they gave in the fractions. What is the fraction? 28 by 5. Where is that? 28 by 5. Where is that? Option number 3. Either you can, if they give the in points, you will write this. If the in fractions, write this. Okay. Then the next question. Find the ratio of 60 paise to, find the ratio of 60 paise to 1 rupee. 60 paise. First what to do? 60 paise. Here can I write? Yes. 60 paise is to 1 rupee. Yes, see that. Yes, can I convert 60 paise into rupees or rupees into paise? So just try to convert all rupees into paises. So this is my paise, and 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. I know that. Now all are in paise only, na? Very good. Now do the your simplification. Paise gets cancelled. 1 0 cancel. Now here 2 3s are is to here 2 5s are. Finally your answer is what? 2 is to 5. 2 is to 5 or 2 by 5, both are same. 2 is to 5 or 2 by 5 is both are same. Next question number 7. See that question number 7. The question number 7, if 3a is equal to 9b. Yeah, see guys, if 3a is equal to 9b, then yes, from this can I write like this? Now tell me that guys, can I write like this? Yes, I took that this 9b right side to left side, right? 3a by 9b, here nothing is there, just to, that's why I wrote here what? 1. Then next one, from this just see that a by b is equal to, I think this is 9, no? Okay, 9b, very good. Next, this can I write 9 by 3? What I did here, did you understood that? From here what I did means 3a by 9b is equal to 1, na? Here just this denominator goes to numerator and numerator comes to denominator. After that do the simplification. 3 1s are 3 3s are. Finally your a is to b's answer is how much? 3 is to 1. Finally your answer a by b is equal to 3 by 1, 3 by 1. That's the answer for 3 by 1 is the option for what? Which one option? Option 1. 3 is to 1. That is the option. First one is option. Very good. Now, next question. Yes guys, see that the biggest ratio of, yeah, this question is important. 5 by 4 is to 4 by 5. If I say that out of these two, which one is bigger, then what is your answer? If I say these two numbers, two ratios, then my question is out of these two, which one is a bigger number? And those who are listening my previous videos, from those who are following my from the beginning to me, they may know that when you are comparing the video ratios, you have to do the just cross multiplication like this. Now 5 5s are how much guys here? 5 5s are how much? 25. Right here 25. Okay, and here 4 4s are how much? 16. Right here 16. Out of these two, which one is greater? 25 is greater. You may know that. So what is the symbol here? What is the symbol here guys? Greater than or equal to. Same symbol, greater than symbol right here. That means that 5 by 4 is greater. If you compare all that, first you compare these two, then you will get that what? This is the bigger. Then take the first one and third one, then compare again, you will get the first one only. Like that, if you compare all that, out of all which one is the greatest, that is your answer, that is 5:4. Now here see that A is equal to 3B, B is equal to 5C, and A plus B plus C is equal to 20. Then the find the value of A is how much? From here what to write? I am giving only hint. A plus B plus C is there, na? Right. Instead of A, what is the value they gave? 3B. Just write 3B. And B is B only. And C, what is the C value? How can you write? Can I write from C here is equal to B by 5? Yes, B by 5. This is my B. So now you all terms are in terms of B's only, na? Now take B as the common first and try to find the B value. Once get the B value, write in first A is equal to 3 into B, then you will get that A value. Okay. And next, this is a homework for you. And second question, the simplest form of this. So how to write the simplest form? First convert this mixed fraction into proper fraction. After that take the LCM of that, and finally you can conclude, you know that how to convert the simplest form. And these two 9th and 10th questions are homework for you. Try to solve these questions and send to me text in comment box. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask also in the comment box. And one more thing, for watching my videos as the first time, please subscribe to my channel, and like, if you like the video, then one can like, and if you want to share your friends, you can share also. And don't forget to click on bell icon. Up to that, sign off. Bye bye.